Welcome to the Mint Report, our wrap-up of the day's business news. Here are the top stories. Government expects growth to fall below 7% this fiscal. Airlines can now import fuel directly. And Mahindra and Mahindra's profits decline. First up, the state of India's economy. New government figures confirm growth is expected to slow down to its lowest levels in 3 years. The latest advance estimate says India's economy will grow at just 6.9% this fiscal. That would mean India would have grown at just 6.5% between October and March. Government officials had been predicting growth of between 7 and 7.5%. And Tuesday's estimate is even lower than most independent predictions, which hovered at around 7%. India's growth has been hurt by rising inflation and by the tight monetary policy that was used to fight it. Now inflation has eased and the Reserve Bank is expected to start cutting policy rates in 2012. Moving on, the government has thrown a lifeline to India's struggling aviation industry. A group of ministers has decided to allow airlines to import jet fuel directly. The move could help them cut fuel costs by up to 20%. Fuel usually accounts for about half of a carrier's operating costs. Kingfisher Airlines, which is both loss-making and ridden with debt, has long been pleading for direct imports. Not surprisingly, news of the government's decision sent its stocks soaring. Kingfisher Airlines rose 13.2% on the BSE, on a day the census dropped 0.5%. Rival Jet Airways did even better, with a gain of 14.5%. And SpiceJet went up 11% to 27.3%. And in other news, auto company Mahindra and Mahindra has posted a decline in third quarter earnings. High material costs and slowing economy are the major culprits. Net profit declined 10% to 662 crores. That was on a net sales rise of 37% to 8,327. Mahindra had been struggling to cope with the prices of steel and rubber. Raw material spends during the quarter rose 21% to some 458 crores. Shares of the firm retreated 2.88% on the BSE to 689 rupees and 45 paise. And finally, Indian markets broke their 5-day rally on Tuesday to end in the red. The Sensex tumbled 85 points to 17,622, and the Nifty fell 27 to 5,335. And that's all we have for you. Thanks for watching.